Hey guys, this is Down Phoenix, and I just heard that Alex Jones had his channel pulled from Facebook, iTunes, and YouTube. And apparently it's been pulled at other places as well, like Spotify previously. This is some pretty crazy news. This is all stemming from the fact that he is currently being sued for defamation due to his comments on Sandy Hook. Because Alex, of course, famously said that Sandy Hook was a hoax, which I disagree with that completely. I don't see any evidence to suggest that, but nonetheless, he suggested that. However, I don't know if I agree with his deplatforming due to this. It's kind of a tricky situation because we have to consider that technically these are all privately owned companies. They do have the ability to make these kinds of decisions if they want, and it is what it is on that regard. But on the other hand, it does set kind of a dangerous precedent because then you'll have people on the other end of the spectrum, on the other extreme, that could be targeted for the same kind of stuff because of, again, promoting various conspiracies and whatnot that may not actually have any truth to them. And that's where we get kind of into a really slippery slope here. I actually just watched Secular Talk. He did a video on it. He's a guy that he criticizes Alex Jones all day long. But he disagreed with this deplatforming due to, again, like I said, the precedent that it sets for people like him who's on the complete other side of the spectrum. You know, maybe he could be a potential victim next if like enough people on, say, the right-wing side complain about him and all this stuff. You know, it's entirely very possible. So apparently their reasoning in most cases has been due to hate speech as well as inciting violence, which it's a really tricky situation because this goes back to a couple of families in particular that have been harassed by Alex Jones supporters so much that they've had to relocate several times in order to avoid these people that, I guess, constantly call their phone, that constantly go up in their house and do all kinds of crazy things, you know, like things that normal, rational people wouldn't do, I would think, unless they were like maybe going through very severe things themselves and temporarily not being that rational. But it's just really crazy stuff, and it's like, how responsible should Alex Jones be for what his fans and supporters do is kind of the situation with that. You know, that's kind of the situation because, like, on one hand, he has an ability to really command and, I guess, lead these people into his way of thinking. But on the other, he's not the one that's directly harassing people or anything like that either. So it's just it's a really slippery slope. I really don't even want to bother touching this subject. I just want to kind of get some thoughts out on it, see what you guys think. I mean, do you guys agree with this? Do you think that they made the right call? Do you think maybe they went too far? Or what? I mean, what do you guys think about it? You know, I'm just concerned mainly due to the fact that, well, for one, he's always going to have a voice. You know, InfoWars has their own website and everything like that, and I'm sure they have other ways that they can promote themselves. Maybe he can get on some right-wing websites and whatever and be able to promote his message that way, you know. So he's not going to go anywhere just because of this. This maybe will limit some of his reach, but he'll still be out there. He'll still be fine as far as that, so I don't think that's a problem. But on the other hand, should these companies actually have the ability to do this? It's a really tricky thing because you've got free speech on one hand, but then again, does free speech actually cover private companies? But, you know, it's just so crazy. So just let me know what you guys think. But till then, Down Phoenix out.